everyone. Today we are going to make a coleslaw for freeze drying. And we're going to do a different one than the one I did, probably a couple years ago. At least over a year ago. This one's going to be a creamy coleslaw using my mayonnaise alternative as well. So to start off with, what I have here is two 14-ounce packages of classic coleslaw pre-made. Seems like I remember they used to be a pound, now they're 14 ounces. But anyway, so I got two bags of that. I'm going to put that in my bowl. Alright. What I have here is a cup of water and a tablespoon of salt. I'm just going to dissolve that salt in there, in the water. And pour that over the cabbage mix. I'm going to give that a good mix. And we are going to leave this set for about an hour. That should draw a good portion of the moisture out of this, which makes that ideal for freezing. Alright, so I'll see you in an hour. Okay, while that coleslaw is soaking for an hour, it's a perfect time to make my sauce. So what we're going to do is I have 3/4 of a cup of lemon juice, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, and 1 teaspoon of celery seeds. What we're going to do is bring that to a boil. We'll put that on high and press start. I'm just going to bring that to a boil and dissolve that sugar. Okay, as that's heating up, you want to stir that occasionally just to stop that sugar from melting to the bottom and burning. Alright, starting to boil. Make sure that sugar all dissolves. Alright, we'll turn that off. And we're going to set this to the side and let that cool while my coleslaw soaks in the saltwater brine. Now, while I'm doing that off camera, I'm going to mix up some of my mayonnaise alternative. So I'll see you when it's all ready to put it together. Okay, it's been soaking in that saltwater brine. See the water down there? You see that? For an hour. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go rinse all that off. Rinse it really well. And I'll be right back. Alright, so we got that all rinsed off and it's drained. I'm going to use my brand new Mueller salad spinner to get the excess water off of that. I really like this. I picked it up off of Amazon. That's all there is to it. Press the brakes, stop it, and let me dry out this bowl. And we will dump this in the bowl. here's my spin-dried salad. Now here's my, what do you want to call it, dressing that I made up. And it's been sitting out here for an hour, so it's kind of got a little bit thick, but that's alright. We're going to pour that on there. Give that a good mix. And I'm going to give that a little taste. That is a very nice coleslaw, just as it is. And that would freeze dry just as nicely as my other video, although this is a bit of a different recipe. But this time I want to make, let me get a measuring cup, it a creamy coleslaw. So I got my mayonnaise alternative here that I mixed up, and I'll put a link to the recipe for this in the description box. We're gonna a quarter of a cup at a time, because I don't know how much to add to this. Make this a creamy coleslaw. I ain't too worried about that being too runny, because when we reconstitute this, you don't have to reconstitute it that runny. That'll give me an idea of what it's going to be like if I over water it. Try that. Oh my God. Move over, KC. That is delicious. Now that was a one full recipe of my alternatives. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of that in there. So basically, if you follow my recipe for the mayonnaise alternative, just put the whole thing in here, and you won't go wrong. Let me give that a good mix. Look at that. That is some good coleslaw. A little bit runny. Now, you could eat this just like that without freeze drying it, and if I was going to do that, I might stick that in the spinner and just spin a little bit of that moisture out. But since we are going to freeze dry it, I'm going to go ahead and leave it in there, because that's a lot of flavor. One more taste. That's better than KFC. That's better than KFC. Alright, let me get my molds out and we'll get this all molded up. Okay, let's get this all measured out. Let's see what we get out of this. These are 1/2 cup servings, each disc. Okay. That's good. So I got 12 1/2 cup servings. I'll get these in the freezer, get them frozen solid. I'll pop them out of the molds and put them on the tray. Next time you see them, they'll be coming out of the freeze dryer. Wish me luck. I hope these reconstitute as nice as they taste now. I'll see you then. And here we have it. There's my freeze dried coleslaw. Let's get this all packaged up. And here I have a little bit of candy that my son sent me from England. Some stripes I want to try here. They didn't puff up as much as I had hoped they would, but we'll see what they come out like. I'll let him know. So let me get these packaged and we'll reconstitute one of these discs and see what it tastes like. I'll see you then. Okay, so here we got a disc. We'll see if we can get that to reconstitute. I got a cup of water here, but we want to be gentle on the water because I don't want it to be too runny. Okay, so it's absorbing that pretty well, which I was kind of worried about with all that sugar. Oh my gosh, that's looking good. That's coming back to life real quick. Temptation is to put a little bit more water in there, but I don't think I will, because if you can see, there is some excess water in there, and that's about as thick as I want the sauce, or the dressing, the proper saying, dressing. Let's see how that comes back to life. I'm just going to leave that sit for a minute, and we'll give it a taste test. Okay, that's been a minute. Let's give that a test. I hardly put a splash of water in there. Taste that. That tastes delicious. Still has that beautiful taste that it had fresh. It's sweet, tart from the lemon juice. A little bit of crispiness to both the carrots and the cabbage. I think that if you guys try this, you are going to be amazed with the results. This is absolutely gorgeous. Yep, I'm happy with that one. That is a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you try this one. And I'll see you next time.